Hi, and welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the unceded land where this conversation takes place, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Today I'm talking to Alberto Borghi of Bocia butter. Although calling it butter barely covers it. This is butter with soul, butter with story. I first came across Alberto's work at Doc in St Kilda, where a seaweed butter and a very memorable Alfredo pasta got me hooked. I imagined the maker must be an old Italian man with a wooden churn. And then I found Alberto on Instagram. Not an old man. No wooden churn in sight, but every bit as traditional as you'd hope, and just as passionate. From 30 kilos a week made in a shared kitchen with a planetary mixer to importing and restoring vintage machines from the Dolomites, Alberto's journey is full of energy, joy, and a stubborn devotion to quality. He talks about butter like some people talk about wine or poetry, and I'm here for it. Hi, Alberto, and thank you so much for being on the podcast with me.
Hi, Jo. Thank you for having me.
I've been following your Instagram for quite a long time, and the first time I tried your butter was at Doc in St Kilda, and I tried it with this really delicious bread that they made with a seaweed butter, and then they said they were going to have a special pasta Alfredo with the butter, and I specifically went back again
just for the Alfredo pasta.
For the Alfredo pasta, because it was so delicious.
Alfredo pasta made from Doc was just it was something you must try because they made it in the proper way, and I just love it.
And the chef at the time was saying to me that he really loved using your butter. He said, there's a guy that makes butter in the traditional way. And I was like, and I just imagined like an old Italian man with a butter churn. And then I started seeing your Instagram, and you do not look like an old Italian man with a butter churn.
I start with a very small batches production, with a small planetary mixer.
Yep.
All these projects start because there was a gap in the market. In the market, you can find some amazing cultured butter, which is more French style butter. And there was a gap with a premium uncultured butter. And in my mind comes straight away the memory I have from the butter I used to have in Italy, because in Italy we only have uncultured butter.
Yeah.
And I was looking to find a solution for the chef. They were asking me, Alberto, find me a good premium uncultured butter here in Melbourne. For me, it was super easy. So I started research, and there was nothing.
Yeah.
I went to Italy and tried to find, in Italy we call it Alpine style butter or burro di malga.
Okay.
Which is made by using the full cream. So it's not the leftover of the production on another product. And in Italy, usually is Parmesan, which is the biggest business. So they use the full cream to produce the Parmesan.
Yeah.
And with the leftover, they produce the butter, which is very pale and white when you open in Italy. That's why. But also we have this Alpine style butter. Instead, is made by using the full cream, very slow churning, low temperature, and comes out the super rich, no oily aftertaste, and super amazing for cooking too. It gave a beautiful taste on the cooking. So I went to Italy looking for a supplier. I can buy the butter in importeria, or they don't have the license to export, or they don't have enough volume.
Okay.
Come back in Australia, start playing around, and I decide I'm gonna make it myself.
Yes.
I'm the kind of person where I like to be out of the comfort zone. I used to be a consultancy for a pizza oven company. In Sydney. Yeah,
okay.
I was selling pizza oven, everything was going amazing, but it was becoming too easy for me.
Okay.
So when life become easy, I love to put myself out of the comfort.
Yeah.
So I decided to left everything and start the business of the making butter.
Oh my goodness! And so you went to Italy looking to import it. And then what's the next step from wanting to make butter to then making butter in that way? Are there lots of rules around?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In Australia, it's very strict, the regulation to produce dairy. And I was getting overwhelmed to make everything happen, so I decided to have a QA department that can take care of everything about all the legislation, the permit, all the the details you need to look after in the premises before you rent and see if everything is certified to do that. So I have a QA department. They take care of license, permit, and everything. It took a while because it's a very long and slow process. But when it's done once, at least you are not doing crazy stuff. You got it. You got it. And I started very easily. I rent a sharing kitchen, and I was doing 30 kilo of butter a week. A lot of the process was completely handmade. And going out, make the chef testing, and start selling it.
Did you already know that there would be some maybe Italian chefs that would be interested in that style of butter?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so
because the demand was there.
Yeah, that's right.
And because I used to be one of the sales managers of a big cheese company here in Melbourne, that's Amore Cheese. I'm not sure.
That's right, I do.
Yeah, we can do it.
Your name did come up last week, yes.
Fantastic. And I need to say a massive thanks to Giorgio and that's Amore Cheese because he made me fall in love with the dairy and with the hospitality business.
Yeah.
And when I finished with him, I was really missing that part in my life, and that's why I was 100% sure to jump on board on this new adventure and try to make it happen.
Yeah. So from 30 kilos a week, and that's by hand, and you've got people...
I was doing on a planetary mixer.
Right.
So I was doing 6 liters of cream per batch.
Right.
They were giving 3 kilo of butter a batch, and I was doing batch by batch, wash by hand, squeeze by hand, format by hand.
Oh my goodness.
Packet, wrapping. Yeah.
You didn't need to go to the gym then. No.
You don't need it. You don't need it when you do that. And after that, I flew back to Italy. I found these 2 machinery from Malga, it's called in Italy, which is a farm on top of the Dolomite in Borghi.
Okay.
There were 2 machinery on a shed. No one was using them. And I prayed the owner of the Malga to sell it to me. They were like piece of crap, but I was super excited because we're the one able to do the traditional recipe to make the butter I have in mind.
Yeah.
So I imported. I completely restored those machinery here in Melbourne. I received them in June, and by the time we restored the machinery and they were ready to work was half of July. And from half of July, I was able to do much bigger batches and much more control, consistency on the product. But they are 2 amazing machinery. They always have something not working properly, but it's part of the fun.
Yeah.
And I just love it.
And did you have any butter disasters at the start?
Butter disaster, no, because I was doing small batches.
Okay.
So if one batch I wasn't completely happy, I was starting from scratch again and making a new one.
Yeah.
But disaster, no. Thanks God, no.
Yeah, and did you, as you were going, were you noting down what you did and what worked and And now you've got a variety of butters. Yeah. What are they?
Okay, at the moment I have the unsalted, which is our gold medal butter, which I'm very proud because it's the one I grew up with. In Italy, we only have unsalted butter.
Yeah.
I have the salted butter, truffle, crispy chili, Australian herbs, and now I'm not sure if we can say that, but we have something coming out with a beautiful restaurant in Melbourne, an anchovy butter.
Wow.
Stay tuned for that, amazing.
Yeah.
I'm working on a Parmigiano Reggiano 24 months and pepperberry from Tasmania butter, so it's going to be like a cacio and pepe butter.
Oh, delicious.
We just launched the first 100% buffalo cream butter.
I saw that
insane.
On Instagram. Wow.
Insane. So this one is going to be very limited. It's beautiful. The philosophy behind Del Bocia is create something good. The premium has to be premium and different because chefs are looking for different flavor. You're never going to see a Del Bocia garlic butter, for example. It's going to be, if we're going to do something with garlic, it has to be something more special, something different. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I've read the story about on the website about the name Del Bocia, but maybe you could tell me about that. Yeah.
Bocia, in my dialect from Veneto, it means kid. And it's the way my dad, I'm 44, and my dad is still call me Bocia. So when he call me, he's, how are you, Bocia? How is the day going? So I want to have this part of the my memories on when I was a kid on the project, and also I have the butter bells in marble they made in Italy. Is a part of the memory of when I grow up. We usually keep the butter on the butter bell in the benches, so it's always ready to be spread. Also those one is all part of the memory of how in our family we used to have butter. And Bocia is kids.
Yeah.
So I want to maintain this creativity and craziness the kid can have, but in a premium product.
And it's interesting you talk about the butter bells because they are works of art. They look beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think we tend to keep our butter in the fridge.
Yeah.
But is it okay in Australia to keep your butter out in one of those?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can also keep the butter outside the fridge until it's wrapped, because the enemy for the butter is the air, not the temperature. So if the butter becomes soft, it doesn't matter, as long as it's protected from air.
Yeah.
There are some butter container with a lid on top, but still there is air inside. The big difference of the butter bell is, first of all, they are made out of marble. So marble, in a natural way, they keep the room temperature lower. You add the chill water in the container, and the chill water gonna seal the butter on the bell, so there is no air touching the butter surface, so it can't get rancid.
Yeah.
And is always ready to be spread. That's the perfect way to keep the butter outside the fridge without ruining it. Yeah. And my suggestion is try to find the bell in marble, not ceramic, because ceramic, the butter can flip on the water, basically. And ceramic can't maintain the temperature lower enough for the butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking to Giorgio, we spoke a lot about cows, and you're obviously using buffalo milk for your particular butter, but do you favour a certain cow for the other butter?
I'm more focused on the area the milks come from.
Okay.
And is from East Gippsland, close to Wilson Prom. And in this particular area, the milk comes out is very similar to the one we have in the Dolomite, which is rich, super yellow, because the cow are eating grass all year long. And I love because it's super natural. There is nothing in it, and it gave me a beautiful result.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gippsland, I know the cow is gonna be most of them is Friesen brand. Yeah.
And do you have a favourite way of using your butter?
Oh, for me, the perfect way is a slice of bread, butter, and an anchovy on top. I can live with that. I can live with that.
So
or
delicious.
just a pasta. I'm a blood Italian, so pasta, butter, and parmesan for me is
delicious.
The best. Yeah.
I just read a book. It's translated from the Japanese. It's called Butter.
Yeah.
And it's actually it's a bit of a gory book because it's about it's based on a true story about a serial killer who was in prison and but she loves food, and the journalist who goes to speak to her to get closer to her has to try all these things that this woman suggests, and one of the things she says is she just says you have to go and buy this very good butter and just put it through noodles. And the Japanese woman said it transformed her, the journalist, it just transformed her whole experience of and relationship with food, because she'd been very like, I just eat what I need to eat to get through, and then from talking to this woman and just the descriptions in the book are so quite visceral. You almost feel like you can feel it and it's delicious sounding. I just think yes, good butter with just with rice and a bit of soy sauce as well, delicious as well. But
it's beautiful. This
simple.
book is actually on my cart on Amazon. I want to read it because few people mention, so I'm super curious to have a look.
It goes a little bit off key near the end, but it is a really good. It's very well told story.
Perfect, fantastic. And around butter has been made a very crazy marketing, like is the enemy for your diet. Instead, the right quantity of butter is actually super healthy for the body.
Yeah.
So we are trying to re-educate people through our video. We have a nutritionist, and she's doing an amazing job explaining why we should add butter on our diet. In the 70s, they did a massive propaganda around margarine, and everyone's still thinking margarine is much better than butter. Instead, there are some different points where butter is much better.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Yeah.
the marketing around butter has been a little bit strange.
That's right. And you are a great storyteller. I think you've really got a good narrative for Del Bocia, and then the way that you use social media and so on is really great. Does that come from your sales background, or you're just naturally a great storyteller?
No, most of the video you can see online comes from my wife.
Ah, that's
She's
good.
the one with. I'm very focused on the product.
Yeah.
And she's very focused on make the product looks good. So all the packing, all the communication, I put my energy, my kind of vibes, but she organizes all the content for the social media. She have a beautiful marketing agency, and all the photo, all the video, and the social media. She's taking care of it.
Oh, fantastic.
But we're having fun. Every day for her is a massive challenge because I don't like to take 3 take of the video, so it's one go and it's gonna work.
Oh yeah, right.
So a big challenge for her,
Yeah.
but we're having fun.
Yeah.
That is the other main focus of Del Bocia. First of all, is the quality of the product have to be impeccable. Secondly, all the people involved with Del Bocia need to have fun. Because when there is fun, people can really feel it behind the product. There is a good energy, good fun. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah.
So we try to spread the butter and spread the love.
Well, every time I've seen you, so I was at last year's the little design market as well, and or little food market, but whatever it was called. Just so much fun. You must be exhausted at the end of those days because
I actually get energized from this kind of days.
Yeah.
Because the people come in and they love the product, they give me the feedback. So I'm actually getting energized.
Yeah.
I go home and I can't sleep usually because I can't wait for the day after.
Yeah. How big is Del Bocia now? Are you in throughout Australia?
People. Or distribution is all around Australia.
Yeah.
We are in 6 people. Oh. We are 3 in production. We have QA, the driver, and distribution is done directly through us in Victoria, plus another distributor helping us in Victoria, and we have a distribution in every state: South Australia, Queensland, New South Wales, and Western Australia. So we try to be everywhere. On the sales at the moment is just myself going around, but again, thanks to the background with That's Amore Cheese, I was able to maintain all the relationship with the customer, and they just love the product, so they help me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's so great. Well done.
Thank you. It's good fun. And at the moment, my feeling is we haven't done nothing yet. The good thing and the cool thing are still to come, so I'm looking forward to see in just 1 year what we have done. I was really happy. Let's see this next year what's gonna bring.
Yeah.
We got few awards already on our butter.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, I'm really, every time I wake up and those kind of recognition from the people in the industry, they give me the energy because it's not an easy life. When people ask me, how is your life going? I say, it's a little bit miserable because I wake up at 2 a.m. to do the production and sometimes...
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up at 2.
Wow.
I'm going to be at the lab around 2:45, 3.
And why is that? Why so early?
Because I have the girls coming to do the packing at 8 a.m.
Okay.
And it takes me 2 hours to wash and disinfect all the surface, mop the floor, and disinfect all the area, which is for me the most important part of the production.
Okay.
When everything is clean, the easy part's done.
Okay.
Because you put the cream in the machinery, and for 3 hours the machine is gonna churn. And by the time it's finished, it's gonna be 8 a.m. Take the butter out so the girls can start doing the packing. And I start the next batch, which is gonna be ready around midday.
Okay.
And we can do the second packing in the afternoon.
And how many days a week are you doing that?
3.
Okay.
3.
And
I think from this week, I think I'm gonna add an extra one because...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And that produces how much? How many kilos of butter
We
now?
make 300 kilo a day.
300 kilo a day?
Yeah.
So you went from 30 kilos to
A week.
to 300 a day.
Yeah.
That's huge.
is for me is still mind-blowing. I pinch myself because I feel very, very lucky. Yeah.
But also tired. So
Tired.
So is the next step maybe to think about some more sustainable ways for yourself?
Yes, I would love to find a person who can take at least half of what I'm doing at the moment in production.
Yeah.
So I can be more dedicated also to customer, go and visit the chef, visit the distributors,
That's right.
and give some support to them. I'm looking at the moment for a person can help me with the production and some support for the delivery too, because we are growing, so we can cover more area.
Yeah.
So
When did you start?
the first production with the little planetary mixer was the 12th of December 2023.
Oh, so it's still very new.
Yeah.
Gosh, you've come such a long way. Congratulations.
I love every single step.
Yeah.
Some morning I remember I was waking up crying because it's physically draining you, but if I have to go back, I'm gonna do everything exactly the same. I just love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Alberto Borghi from Del Bocia Butter. You can follow all the buttery goodness and upcoming flavours like anchovy and cacio e pepe butter on Instagram at Del Bocia. That's DELBOCIA. And if you want to see true marble butter bell envy, prepare yourself. If you'd like to hear more stories from other chefs, I'm also on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. You can read this chat online at www.conversationwithachef.com, and of course, follow me on Apple and Spotify podcasts. I would absolutely love it if you told a friend about my chats. It's still the best way to get these delicious stories out into the world. Until next time, spread the butter and spread the love. Bon appétit.